세러데이 쇼다운. 디플러스 기아 대 하나생명 e스포츠.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like Ari is only picked with like Vi, Viego, and Nocturne.
Oh.
So why are you only picking Ari with Sejuani? Doesn't really make sense, but that was gonna tie it all together, and now we just get Alistair. Be able to take this first one. Let's hop into the rift for game number 1. I feel like Canyon's Maokai has been pretty decent. It's not really a carry pick though. So maybe finally we get a game of Canyon Jungle where it's not like, oh, I carried 1v9 or I just lost the game for my team. It's going to be pretty interesting in this current year and current split.
Oh.
Because, I mean, Ari in general is kind of like a neutralizing champ, doesn't like take over lanes or anything like that, and especially with the current... Showmaker just gonna face check on the right side. He's taking a lot of damage. There it is. A huge orb as well, and no flash. He's just dead. Zeka just gonna collect first blood like it was free.
It kind of was. Just walk up. Don't have to use any summoners either. We do have some defensive vision for him now in the brush above his red buff as in they go.
Oh, trying to set this up, and Grizzly's making his way down, but Bible's just dead anyway. He's just going to go down. Don't even need the jungler. It's just free once again.
The early 2v2, one of the, I think, large reasons why the Kai'Sa is so insanely strong right now is that even in lanes where, again, I don't think Alistair Kai'Sa is that great a lane by any means, but the early damage that Kai'Sa provides, particularly after nerfs, can be quite big as the ultimate comes in.
Yeah, it's going to trap life here. He doesn't have his ult. It looks like he might just be some free food for the side of Deft, who will pick up this kill. But it is a singular Hextech Drake over to Humble Life Esports already.
Very, very successful.
Oh, here we go again.
Showmaker.
Level 6 here. The Spirit Rush. Showmaker still no flash. He might just die. One flash auto is enough, and he gets it down. Zeka with a solo kill follow-up as he is just gapping here in the mid lane. And note what Showmaker, by the way, he went back. He picked up a Dirk, so yes, now he'll be able to trade a lot better as, okay, Hook comes in, depth charge in onto Viper. And Deft will be able to zone them away. They don't want to go in on that. 2v1 up in the top side. Grizzly going to set this one up as Canyon not able to get there on time. And Canyon will pick up a kill in the top lane.
Zeka's also on his way.
Last Cone actually creating action in the bottom lane. Let's see if it happens. Yeah, he's in a rough spot here. He is going to have to flash. But Zeka's here too! As, yeah, Deft's just going to have to accept his fate. Nearly takes out life, but Viper on the Kai'Sa gets his second kill. This is such a one-sided game. And now they're coming out here against a much stronger opponent, and perhaps this will have to be the wake-up call for them. As now Showmaker, flash available, not going to even have time to use it. Not expecting Grizzly to come in there from behind on the same angle.
Gets on top of you.
I think he's just dead again. Oh, there's Bible here trying to get the kill onto Zeka, who may have gone a little bit too far forward, but he is Ari with flash. So he will be able to get out of here as Canyon even has to flash himself as his entire jungle is being taken by Humble Life Esports on the minimap. Even a TP. Okay, they're going all in on trying to get this Rift Herald as Deft isn't here. Deft is just not here yet as it's going to be Canyon taking the brunt of the damage. Tanks up an insane amount as actually Kingan also going pretty deep for that one. He's going to trade his life for the one of Canyon's, but Humble Life Esports still going to pick up the objective. May have been spotted by that one ward, but not 100% sure. It is currently canceled. Not sure when they dropped that, but now the TPs are coming in, and he is in the blind spot. And in fact, they do not know the ult is quite good, and Zeka is coming in for the flank, but not really getting any big damage onto the members of DK, and the poke currently is in favor of DK, and they will be able to push them off the Baron for now.
Because there's not that much Baron damage as Zeka.
Flash W is only going to get the Spirit Rush out. The slow comes in. The charm is there. Showmaker already as the follow-up from Life is Big, but he immediately dies. Doesn't have his ult. He was so close to his ultimate, didn't have it, and just gets popped like a balloon. And now the front to back here, not bad from the side of DK. They take down the Sejuani, but they have no answer for Viper and Kingan. I say that Canyon nearly takes out Viper, but he will escape as it is a very broken up fight, and it's just up to Kingan basically trying to front to back here. Zeka as well as the root comes in from Deft, and there's another charm as Zeka's trying to take the kill, but Canyon barely going to survive as a W just flying through the air to their aggressive maneuvers on the map here as the damage is getting farther and farther in as Canyon just going to be bopped away. This time Life has his R button and he will survive as the charm comes in. Zeka is trying to frontline for the team. Kingin on the flank as well is going to be able to set this one up and zone everybody else away. A couple Spirit Rushes in as they are looking for the follow-up. This time the charm not quite going to land. And they already got the Baron. I mean, they're just trying to get some bonus kills as trying to flash in front of that one was pretty funny as Bible might still go down anyway. And there's the Permafrost, and he just gets smoked to death. HLE Esports take a big leap into the lead.
We have gone to the point where the gold lead's going to be truly insurmountable.
DK are trying to fight this. I don't know why. It's never going to go your way, although Life is going to be taken out. Teleport is still available for Kingin, as now they're just going to R-button on top of Kana. Down he will go as Bible desperate to just try to provide some kind of front line for Deft. As the W will sail wide, but another charm has to be flashed, and this Ahri is just never ending. As we have another Spirit Rush, this time the charm is going to be dodged. We'll give him credit for that one. This Canyon just gonna really try to force this one. I mean, he is quite tanky, but there is just no follow-up. Just gives his life for free, no teleport to come in just yet. As DK once again looking a bit sloppy. Drake that is coming in here. We got a soul potentially in 45 seconds, but HLE Esports just pushing without Baron. I guess they feel like they might as well, as they have been really pushing the envelope this entire game, never really letting off the gas pedal. Well, I think they've got one option. That is do the Baron. They're going to start this up. They're just going to two-man it. Might as well. Viper, as fed as he is, has Zhonya's now. And Zeka and Life just playing Gatekeeper.
Yeah, it's gone.
They also have Kingin over here. As, Canyon's going to get zoned away as, yep, somebody had to try to check, I suppose, and it was Canyon. So he's dead. Bible also dead. And, you know, that Deft 1v9 angle, I don't really see it anymore. It's not really happening.
Deft, believe it or not, dead.
Yeah, Deft also
Showmaker,
dead.
Not yet, but
yeah.
soon, dead.
Yeah, it's looking likely. Zeka does have two more charges of the Spirit Rush. The flash comes in, very nice charm. As I think the only thing that's left here is who's going to be POG for game number one, because HLE Esports came in with a huge vengeance for this first game. Even for just the first 10 minutes, really brought it to DK and shaped the game around them, as now they're trying to do some extra emotional damage, as down will go the Nexus, and HLE Esports will stomp in game number one.
Pointing fingers at one guy here. Obviously, Showmaker had the worst of it, but he was also very heavily focused. Deft and Bible didn't have a good time. Kana died to a gank that he didn't need to. Canyon was on either level.
Sejuani was standing on the ward for 3 seconds, you know.
Rel is what's going to be locked in, though, because
it's Rel.
Even after the nerfs, it is still Rel.
Yep. Magnastorms and her many forms of Engage and CC are just a bit too strong. And it's a really nice rounded out composition from HLE Esports. Once again, very AD heavy. Jungle duo that was so important in game number one, here in game number two. As we're ready, let's hop into the Rift right now.
You have a shot. So what we're saying is there is still a way for Beryl to make worlds again. Which I don't...
It's not that bad.
No, it's actually looking... Because if they win in any way over DRX...
in this exact same spot. Zeka, by the way, getting on in here, but stun held by Showmaker.
Just in case you needed some Nightmare Fuel, you know, if you want to...
Yeah, there's just a little bit of some nightmares for tonight because, you know, T1, not exactly very stable at the moment. T+, if they play like this, I mean, I could see a world in a best of 5 where somehow DRX get the quote-unquote upset victory over them.
Not going to be the case this time around. Showmaker also picking up a lot of sustain. Bible going in on Viper.
Yeah, Life just going to peel for him. And in fact, it is Bible and Deft taking a bit of the brunt of the hurt from that one. Here's Zeka once again, no Q available. Good trades being taken.
Just proxy so much.
Oh, Bible's in a lot of trouble. He's going to get ignited, and oh man, he's so dead. Why even flash? He is just going to go down. First blood is given over to Life, so maybe that's why.
Bible going in.
Okay, trying to set something up here, but still 4. Oh, he is trying to bait this one in as Canyon is making his way over, but guess who's also here? It's Grizzly. So just going to neutralize this one. Bible once again trying to get aggressive and make the plays as now the slow comes in. Deft is taking a huge amount of damage, has to flash away. And this bottom lane is just a disaster for DK, Homolife Esports once again.
And still keep trying to go for Bible here because he is supposed to offer the team something that didn't really get to see a whole lot of. King in here.
Yeah.
Might be on the chopping block.
Canyon really wants to press his R button, and this time he will. Canyon very nicely set up with the lane pushing away. He's able to sneak in flash Q and get the kill.
Big thing here though is that Kana does have a really big spike over him. Has his Sunderer done. Mythic here available for the Jack, so I think D+ should feel confident in trying to fight for this.
Well, we do have the ults coming in as Canyon going to look to try to steal this. The eye in their side, but they're just going for the kills actually. Grizzly getting pretty low, but the Dominus and the Jace are right on top of them as now Showmaker making his way over. Zeka just going to flash away from this one.
I'd re-engage.
Yeah, they are kind of looking for it. Keep in mind that Homolife also did get the eye. So 1-for-1 trade and they get the Rift Herald. No.
No, they don't.
We played Aphelios in game 1.
Yeah,
We've seen Wukong like 3 times in the last 2 days. I don't believe in nerfs. Okay, now we're fighting in the enemy jungle here as the bottom lane of DK is in a lot of trouble. Bible is going to have to flash here at the exact last moment as down will go the realm with the Dominus on top of the 2 guys there in the mid lane. DK will have a lot of trouble there as the Counter-Strike Kana just running away and the Cow eventually does go down. Deft also has to flash. Everybody just running away from Homolife Esports' threats.
They're going to be feeling a whole lot better after all is said and done. Showmaker is...
Well, just, you know, we're just killing a ward. No, it's okay. Yeah. Today just ain't his day, I suppose.
And I don't think he should have. We are just fighting left and right. How many times am I going to see people be knocked up and then hit by an arrow or a shock blast and just die?
Chemtech Drake does take a bunch of damage. The poke on both sides here and palpable. Dominus procced, but zoned away is Homolife Esports. They're not going to get in there as Bible now getting in, but the Magnus Storm catches the front line as they do take down Kingen though. The Croc already dead. As now getting it onto that backline, Zeka just running away, and he will survive with the phase rush just barely as the Feather's going to miss wildly, but it doesn't quite matter.
Jax?
Ana is trying his best, and it might just matter, actually. The Counter-Strike here, will it be enough? Viper, couple more pokes might do it as the root comes in, and Kana just creating space, and the arrow is there, and Deft does it again, a quadra kill against the flow of play, makes it happen, and DK will win the fight.
Before we get into this fight, Umbruk Label's going to be big for the vision denial, but right now it's Homwa that has full control. Showmaker!
Getting flashed on, but they go really deep to take out the Annie, and it's definitely worth it pretty much for free as Viper is going to be thrown around like a ragdoll, but it doesn't seem to matter as the front line is just being decimated right now. The flash stun comes in, and it really is Deft against the world, I guess, in this game as he's doing insane amounts of damage, but he's all alone once again. I think you've got great turn. Life is in a good spot. Seems like they may have recognized this. Now they know he's here as the steal not going to come in. Actually, Xayah is going to take down the Baron. As Nature's Grasp, there's no follow-up from the side of DK. They can't get in because Maokai pressed R. And now trying to get on top of Showmaker. But Showmaker just going to Molten Shield and run away. And that's Baron over the side of Homolife Esports.
Might be an opportunity, but there you go. It's a sapling.
Yep. One sapling, the power of Maokai. And instead of turning on the Showmaker, they just move forward, but it's not really working out too well as Bible has his ult, and now the counter engage comes in, but the Feathers are pulled, and the zoning comes in onto Showmaker, who can't quite get anything down. Doesn't even make a Tibbers. This Kana's just gonna have to jump away, and DK's hopes of getting third place are slipping away. This one is all Homolife Esports all the time. The 2-0 will be coming in tonight as they will secure the third place here in playoffs. And even Deft doesn't look like he is going to survive here at the end. The kill goes over to Viper, and now they will kill the towers and the Nexus. 2-0 to Homolife Esports, who are now in third place. Deft was able to get it done with DRX last year. coming up from 6th place. It was kind of looking better with DK compared to last year's DRX, I have to say. But now I don't know. I actually don't know. Again, just big question marks.
Very much, guys. This is season for the full team interview joined by Hana Life Esports after playing the very last Saturday showdown of the summer split. Congratulations!
네, 킹겐, 그리즐리, 제카, 바이퍼, 라이프 선수 모셨습니다.
We are here joined by 킹겐, Grizzly, Zeka, Viper, and Life. You guys managed to get your revenge on D plus Kia and secured 3rd place. How do you feel, Kingen? We kind of lost that Genji series helplessly, so we were feeling a little bit down. So today we came with full force in order to prove ourselves, and we were able to get a clean 2-0. It feels amazing. And I recognized one of an outstanding stat from you. Do you know your win rate on Renekton? 100%, right? Yes, your Renekton is 12-0 this summer with 100% win rate. How confident are you in Renekton? I think the champion itself right now is broken. It's so good. And our damage carries are super strong. So as long as I just set up for our carries, we just get to pick up the win. So it's so easy to keep this stat. Now playoffs is just around the corner. What is your resolution heading into the playoffs? What is your personal goal and also team's goal as Hana Life? My personal goal is winning the LCK, and Hana Life's goal as well is winning the LCK. So we have to come back stronger, and I hope this could be a turning point for Hana Life. I hope we can come back with stronger performance in order to make it all the way to the finals and win the trophy. And let's hear from Grizzly. You just had your debut this season and you were able to display a great performance. How was this summer season with new players? Like my teammates, they're stellar. As long as I just do my work, I was pretty sure we can get a good result. And I just did my job, and we managed to get 3rd place, just like I expected. Grizzly, among all of the teams that you played against this summer, who stands out the most? Every opponent was really tough, but if I have to pick one, Genji, our recent opponent, it was really rough. Yeah, it was not an easy series, and I remember that match the most. Grizzly, what is your mindset now heading into the playoffs in the LCK? Obviously, our goal is winning the LCK. I hope we can come back with improved performance, even better than today. Now let's hear from Zeka. You were the solo POG of today's series, and you were able to tie with Canyon with 1,200 POG points. You have won the Player of the Split title. How do you feel? It feels great to, win both POGs. But I think today's match mattered the most because it decides 3rd place, and we have never beaten D plus Kia for such a long time. It feels amazing to get a 2-0 win right before playoffs. Exactly like you mentioned, Hana Life, whenever you guys faced up against D plus Kia, it was not an easy series. It was always D plus Kia getting the win, but today you guys were starting strong with the laning phase and got a clean 2-0. How did you prepare for this match? So 2 days before the series, we lost to Genji. It was pretty crushing defeat for us. So we were able to actually be more aware of our problems and issues. So we were able to work on those problems and come back stronger. And you also got a solo kill today again. And are you going to get more solo kills in the playoffs? Is there any message you would like to send to all of your lane opponents in the playoffs? I'm confident whoever we get to meet, I'm confident that we're going to just take them down. And please look forward to facing up against me. and Viper today was a third place decider match up against D plus Kia. How did Hana Life prepare for this match?
우선 바텀만 보자면 상대가
Looking at the bottom lane itself, we have quite a lot of experience going up against that bottom duo, so we had a lot of information about them, what kind of a matchup they prefer. I cannot go into all the details, but we were able to set up for the matchup that we prefer today. Now you guys will be starting the playoffs as a third place team in the LCK. What is your goal? Winning the LCK maybe?
네, 우승을 향해서
Yes.
노력하고 있고.
We were all just working hard to win the LCK, and I hope that we can make it, and I think we are good enough to win the LCK.
자, 마지막으로 라이프 선수와 이야기
Now,
나눠보도록
Life.
하겠습니다. 라이프 선수 정규 시즌
Hana Life this season was able to grow together as a team. You guys were solidifying your teamwork. Was there any special event that helped you guys have a better bonding?
가끔 흔들리는 모습이 있었지만
We had some shaky moments, to be honest, but we always had trust in each other. We always tried to analyze the other LCK teams. We always prep the draft together, and we also had some times where we get to talk about whatever is in our mind. So yeah, we were able to always solidify our team bonding.
전원이 활약을 하고 있는 가운데
I think Hana Life, all 5 players are the MVPs. What do you think is the biggest strength of Hana Life? Trust and belief in each other. So even though sometimes we are very behind, we know how to turn the game around because we trust each other every single time. Now back to Viper, the captain of Hana Life. Now we are looking forward to seeing the big game mode Hana Life in the playoffs. Any last message? We will not settle for just third place. We will keep reaching for the higher stages, and in order to repay to all the support from our fans. Congratulations one more time, and thank you very much for joining us. That was Hana Life Esports after their victory over D plus Kia. And now we will be joined by D plus Kia as they had their last match of the regular season. We are here joined by the 5 D plus Kia players. Please welcome them onto the stage.
모두 경기장에 입장을 해주셨는데요. 잠시 준비할 시간을 가진 이후에 본격적인 인터뷰를 시작해 보도록 하겠습니다. 네, 인터뷰 시작해 보도록 하겠습니다. 칸나 선수, 캐년 선수, 쇼메이커 선수.
Please welcome Kana, Canyon, Showmaker, Deft, Bible for their season-ending interview.
네, 칸나 선수께 먼저
Welcome and thank you for joining us, Kana.
일단 몸은 좀 괜찮으신지가
How are you feeling? Are you fully recovered from COVID?
인터뷰에서도 말했듯이
Like I said last time, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm coughing a little bit, but it's not a big deal. I'm feeling alright.
칸나 선수 정규 시즌 돌아보면 좋았던 순간.
Kana, how do you look back at the entire summer season? I know there were a lot of good moments, but also sometimes a little bit regretful moments, right? Yeah, just like you said, I left so much to be desired. There were so many matches where we were able to win. But, we kept on accumulating the losses, and now we ended up, fighting for the third place in the very last series of the season, and it's a bummer that we lost in the end. But this is not the end of D plus Kia's summer split, We will be able to see you guys in the playoffs as well. Is there anything you want to say to all the D plus Kia fans supporting you?
어떻게 보면은 오늘 디플러스 기아
I think
팬분들이랑 좋은 날이 될
today
수도 있었고
could be a really good day for the D plus Kia fans, and ended up being a bad day for us. So it's a bummer. I'm so sorry that we were not able to get the win, but we still have time for playoffs, and I promise that we will come back stronger in the playoffs.
정규 시즌에서 아쉬움이 남았던 만큼 플레이오프에서는 후회 없는 경기 펼쳐주시기를
Wish you all the best of luck in the playoffs as well. And let's hear from Kenyon. You just had your last match. How was it?
마찬가지로 이제 3위
Same as Kana. It was a third place decider, but it just ended so quickly.
아쉬움이 남아.
So I'm very disappointed, and it's a big bummer. However, Kenyon, you won the player of the split with 1,200 POG points. How do you feel about that?
일단 이렇게 1,200점까지 찍을 줄 몰랐는데.
I was not expecting to win so many POGs. I guess I got really lucky, and also my teammates were helping me out so much. Yeah, so it feels good, but at the same time, I'm still bummed about today's result.
플레이어 오브 더 스플릿 정말 다시 한번 축하드리겠고요. 이제 말씀하신 것처럼 오늘의
Now,
결과보다 더 높은 곳을 바라보고
it is playoffs for D plus Kia. You guys are starting as a 4th seed. What is your mindset for the playoffs? The playoffs is just around the corner. We will do our best during the preparation in order to get more wins and keep advancing to the next rounds.
이어서 옆에 계신 쇼메이커 선수 이야기 나눠보겠습니다.
Now, Showmaker,
오늘의 경기로 조금은 아쉽게 마무리를 하게 됐는데요.
D plus Kia was not able to end the regular season on a good note. So what do you want to work on and improve as you guys head into the playoffs?
당장 며칠 연습하고
So we don't really have many days to prepare for playoffs, but we gotta focus on what we are bad at, what we are lacking in order to perform better. I also want to focus more about the strength of D plus Kia. You guys get stronger in best of 5 format. What kind of strengths do you think those are?
그래도 다들 다전제를 많이 해봐서
Most of our players have a lot of experience playing best of 5s, and also we all have very deep champion pool.
무기들 많이
We will be able to prepare a lot of tactics and strategies.
다전제에서 멋진 모습 또 결과 나오시기를 응원하도록 하겠습니다. 이어서 데프트 선수
Now,
오늘
Deft.
이제 서머 마지막 정규 시즌
Today was
경기이기도
the
했고요.
last
3위 자리가
match
걸린
for D plus
중요한
Kia
경기가
of the summer
있었는데
regular
오늘 경기
season,
어떤 마음가짐을
and you guys were fighting for the third
가지셨는지
place. What was your mindset for this matchup?
마지막 경기 서머 이런 거보다는 그냥
Well, I didn't really care that this was the last match or, very last match of the regular season, but it was a match right before the playoffs, so we were just fighting for the higher ground, Getting the third place really matters, so I just wanted to win today.
또 다른 모습을 많이 보여주시고 싶을 것 같은데요, 데프트
Then
선수.
what do you want to
플레이오프에서
show
이런 모습 꼭
in the
보여주고 싶다
playoff
하는 점이
series?
있을까요?
최근에 좀 바텀 라인전
I think
쪽에서
recently
제가 많이 흔들리고 있다고
We were
느껴서
not very stable when it comes to the bottom lane
중간에
laning
있어야 될 것
phase, so I think we really
그래서
have to
각오를 바탕으로
solidify our
플레이오프
laning
한번
phase.
잘해보자고 맏형이니까 팀원들께 한 말씀 짧게
Then, as the oldest
부탁드리겠습니다.
member of D plus Kia, is there anything you want to say to your teammates?
그리고 오늘 지고 난 직후여서
It's like right
너무
after the
힘들어하고
defeat, so
하는데
everyone is so devastated.
끝나고 나서는
But
다 같이
I
웃을
hope
수
we can
있었으면
have a big
좋겠다.
smiles on our face after playoffs.
팀원들이 또 힘을 많이 얻으셨을 것 같습니다. 꼭 좋은 결과 얻으시기를 함께 응원하도록 하겠습니다. 네, 이어서 마지막으로 바이블
Now, let's
선수
hear from Bible.
인사드리겠습니다. 정규
There's a
시즌에
port
모든
player
경기를
on the side of D
소화하진
plus
않으셨지만
Kia.
그래도 나올 때마다 제 역할을 정말
Whenever
잘해주신
you get to
바이블
be on the
선수인데요.
D plus
서머
Kia
정규
roster,
시즌
you are
마치신
able to
소감
be
들어보고 싶습니다.
the big factor of D plus Kia's victory. How do you look back at the summer season? I think I had a lot of disappointing moments and plays, so not very satisfied with my performance, to be honest. So Bubbling, the head coach of D plus Kia, mentioned that Bible will be able to play out the role that we want from support player in terms of the drafting. What did you focus on in this matchup up against Hana Life? Just as usual, we compared our game-winning plans and Hana Life's game-winning plans. So we wanted to focus on what we are good at. So yeah, those are kind of the strategy that we prepare for this matchup up against Hana Life. I think every single game, every single match, I had a lot of disappointing moments. So I will make sure to come back stronger in playoffs. Now, before we go, Showmaker, anything you want to say to all the D plus Kia fans? Today was our last match of the regular season. I'm really sorry that we displayed a very disappointing performance. I hope we can come back stronger in the playoffs. And this will be the end of the interview from the D plus Kia players, and I'm going to pass it back to the space. Thank you.